Going live. Are we live? We're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on the GTX 1650, 2060, 3050, 3060, and 4060. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So it's been a while. How's it going, guys? First of all, thanks to Xbox for providing a month of Game Pass for me to be able to play their games on day one. Unfortunately, I couldn't play it on Friday due to the fact that if you have a Game Pass, you can only play it on the day it releases. And I have a new friend over here. She's called Gray. I adopted her last week, and I wanted to say hi. I don't know why she likes standing on my back, but there we go. So yeah, it's also a dog sometimes. My dog is under the table. Ah, relax. Yeah, she's very shy, as you can see. So yeah, hi, how's it going? Yeah, there she is. She loves my back, so I'll keep her here for a bit and then take it back so she can take a nap. How's it going, guys? It's been a long time. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. So, as usual, let's check the requirements. So, first of all, the minimum processor is 6 cores, 12 threads. Makes sense, similar to the consoles. Graphics, it says 2060, and you might be asking yourself, man, what the hell? What's this requirement? Well, if you look at the notes, GPU hardware ray tracing is required. So, they went with the lowest end, quote unquote, ray tracing GPU, low settings, 1080p at 60, but they don't talk about upscaling, which is good. This is for no upscaling. That's why I was a little bit afraid, also with the RAM requirements, because this is insanely high requirements. So standard rendering still means ray tracing. Then full ray tracing means path tracing, which is the most taxing one. That is funny. You have a 4090 here at the end for 4K upscaled on Ultra targeting 60, but with frame generation and performance DLSS, which is very funny. That means it's internally 30p at 30 FPS, but we'll see. But I was like, okay, this is id Tech 7, like Doom Eternal. Why are the requirements so high? Well, this is due to the ray tracing. It's mandatory. So yeah. Anyway, good thing that I waited though, because the path tracing was added today, actually. You need at least 12 gigabytes of VRAM to actually play it. And yeah, they fixed a few things. And there's no FSR at the moment. That will be added later. So yeah, there's a lot of fixes, fixed bottles, all that. And PC specific issues, poor performance on larger game levels, using 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Excellent. So yeah, there we go. Let's get into the game, shall we? Is it Steam Deck playable? I'm installing it right now on Steam Deck on Windows. I tried it on Linux. Yeah. Okay, the first thing that you'll see, if you don't have an RTX capable card, RT capable card, you get this issue. Missing Vulkan device extensions, please check the game minimum specs, store page, hardware ray tracing is required. So yeah. The 1650, F's in the chat for the 1650. It's basically dead. For this one, you need an RTX, an RT card, AMD or Nvidia, but RT hardware is required. So we hit OK, and let's swap GPUs. That was fast. Yeah, and the kitty is here right next to me. As you can see, she's very shy, so... Sorry, RT, same. Sorry, welcome back. As I was saying, I hope Doom The Dark Ages doesn't have mandatory RT, but who knows? So this is basically the end of the GTX series. I mean, for games that are mandatory, ray tracing is mandatory. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, now at least you can get a stupid 3050 6GB. This is the 8GB version. Please do not buy the 6GB one. So yeah, that's why you switch to AMD. I mean, yeah, AMD has ray tracing capable cards. I don't know how ray tracing works for AMD cards on this game, but still, yeah, I mean, you can get a cheaper card, I guess. My doubt is that if the new Intel GPU can actually play this game, that would be interesting. I'm doing fine, John of the Johns. What about you, sir? You bought a 6500 XT 8GB. Awesome. Enjoy it. Blue crystal for faster performance. Exactly. Those are the crystal golems from the Dark Souls DLC. And the 8GB GPUs won't work on this game. Yeah, well, that's more of a reason not to have a 6GB GPU. Right now, at least. Okay. 3050. Let's give it a shot. By the way, one thing that is essential for this game, in my opinion, after you see the intro for the first time, you need to add this command. Please, it's a very long intro. By long, I mean maybe 1 minute. But each time you launch the game having that, it's a pain in the ass. So let's get into the folder of the game super quick. Indiana Jones, okay. The word circle, content, and you have the executable. So what we need to do is to make a desktop shortcut, paste shortcut, and basically if you have it on Game Pass or you have it on Quake, to say it in some way, you know what I'm talking about. In here, add this command, +com _ skip intro video 1. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to go through the intro each and every time. Blink twice if you're being held hostage by Gray. Yeah, I am. I am. Here it is. She blends with the chair, but she falls asleep each time. No way around it. Okay, building shaders. As you can see, I skipped the intro entirely. So I'm building shaders right away. And it was very quick to build shaders. So please, if you're playing this game, make sure to add that command. Otherwise, it's all the logos and stuff. I mean, it's just unnecessary. Let's play on moderate with light puzzles, and we do not enable HDR. Full screen because you can go full cinematic, which is interesting. Not my style. There's no audio because I'm going to disable the music. You know, a licensed game. This 3050 you are using 6GB. Unfortunately for you, no, it's the 8GB version. The 6GB one is really it's a scam in my opinion. A scam in a way that you shouldn't get it. Okay, I disabled the music, so now we can have audio. So video settings, let's see. Okay, borderless windowed or windowed. I don't see full screen. That's a classic. Okay, framing is full screen. VSync, let's disable that. We have VRR, FOV 90 degrees. Motion blur, no thanks. Chromatic aberration, no thanks. Film grain, no thanks. Depth of field, sure, for cutscenes. And the recommended settings are low, 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 high, reflections on high. Okay, the recommended settings are pretty interesting. So it's pretty interesting because the texture pool size on 8GB they recommend medium for 1080p. And on the hair, low. The hair isn't actually strands, it's actually, instead of strands, it's like in the past, like a texture, a transparent texture. Vegetation animation, let's put that on high. Upscaling, as you can see, there's no FSR, but they're going to add it later. So let's put it on DLAA. And there's also dynamic resolution, which is nice to see. And we have, like in Doom, at the top right, we can add all the information. Not sure if I need to put that really. But the game is at 1440p at the moment, not 1080p. So I might need to restart also due to the settings. So that's basically what I'm doing. High settings with low GI, low shadows. Maybe we put it on medium like the Xbox version. And let's see if medium textures does the job. This is basically similar to the Series X settings. I don't know why. The game is at 1440. If I select 1080, it's still 1440. That's because my desktop resolution is 1440p. So let's restart the game now. Let's turn on power, show how weak. Yeah, I mean, definitely. The good thing here, we have at least 8 GB of VRAM, so that's not a problem. 588 gigs, the weakest GPU that can run this game. It can run the game, really? That's interesting. If that's true, I'm impressed that it can actually run it. Yeah, you don't need UE5 for this. This is what I like about custom engines, proprietary engines on AAA games. They can usually do basically whatever they want. $1650, I already did it, the game didn't launch, so $1650 is not an option, unfortunately. Okay, so on video settings, we're basically 1080p, DLAA plus mid settings, low GI and hair. So that's basically the settings right now. So medium textures, we're trying to see if it can hold up. Shadows on medium like the Xbox Series X version, decal distance on high, GI on low, which is still higher than the consoles. Reflections on high, I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference on performance, it seems. Motion blur, I turned it off, so that's not an issue. Water, high should be okay. Volumetrics on medium. Low hair to save on VRAM. Anisotropic filtering is usually fine. High vegetation animation. And DLAA. So we're on native resolution right now. Let's see what happens. Hold up. I screwed up with the overlay. Oops. I think I crashed the game with the Afterburner overlay. Oopsie daisy. Okay. I think we're going to just use the in-game FPS counter at this point. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I completely crashed the game. You feel very bad for the 5000 series? Why? What's wrong with it? Yeah, I'll have to get out of the game somehow. There it goes. Very bad for the 2 compute units RDNA2, so it has RT stuff. I mean, as long as your GPU supports ray tracing, you should be good to go. Yeah, the 3060 with 12 gigs, I'm pretty excited for that one. Okay, so we're going to start the game right now, and let's see what we get. I love that it starts right away. Oh, there's no ray tracing on RX 5500 XC. Interesting. On 1080p, we're good so far with these settings. Okay, that's pretty impressive. On Linux, you can run RT on Polaris. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the game looks pretty good, but the the textures at the very short distance already like popping in. Not sure if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in. You guys get what I'm talking about. So see those textures in the middle of the screen? We're on medium textures, by the way. The draw distance of the, well, anisotropy filtering is maxed out, so maybe that's the texture pulse size. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. We're already using 7 gigabytes. And they want any card with no RT support to go to the museum. The 1650 on this game belongs in a museum. If the game was made on UE5, it would be running at 20, maybe at 10 FPS. I wonder if the game can be unlocked. Let me see if the frame rate... Yeah, it should be. Yeah, in the post menu it's unlocked. VSync off, FPS limit 1000. What's going on? Why is the game... Oh, maybe the cutscenes are locked at 60. My bad. The texture popping is horrible even on 4090 maxed out per Digital Foundry. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm going to be testing this with full path tracing on the 4090 later today. Are you interested in that?
Relax.
Of course, a separate video to this one because the 4090 right now is rendering this live stream. Now we're GPU limited actually, but again, we're on native resolution, so... All things considered, I think with DLSS quality, we should be fine. Nothing else to add. I think we're good. There we go. 1080p DLSS quality. There's no workaround to start again without ray tracing. I mean, also, if you don't have an RT capable card on a game that requires ray tracing, it's probably going to be unplayable. Okay. Has the patch for path tracing released yet? Yes, sir. But I'm going to test that on the 3060 and 4060. The 3060, actually on the 3060 because of the 12 gigs of VRAM. But the difference in shadow quality with path tracing on, it's absolutely insane. Yeah, the kitty is here. It's the same color as the chair. She's basically fell asleep. She's 52 days old. Sorry, 57 days old. Can you put everything on ultra except textures? Sure. Let me get a little bit ahead. South America 1936. Huh. Yeah, this is definitely like the movie, this part. I watched Indiana Jones as a kid. My father showed me those movies, and man. Basically, Uncharted took the gaming part from Indiana Jones a while back. That's for the Kato, okay. She's purring at the moment. 1650 crashes. No, 1650 definitely doesn't even launch. And to think that the other actor that is with Indy at the moment was back then Alfred Molina, the guy that is Dr. Octopus in the Spider-Man movies. Blew my mind. I didn't even know. I watched part of the movie again, and it's like, man, that's Dr. Octopus. What the hell? Way too dark shadows? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're pixelated as well.
This is it. This is where Forrestal cashed in.
A friend of yours?
A competitor. He was good. He was very, very good.
Senor, Nobody has come out of there alive.
Some scenes are identical to the movie. Yeah, this part is completely identical to the movie, shot by shot. The developers really like the movies, it seems.
First, senor.
Me first. Let me increase the brightness first, because it's very dark. You guys probably cannot see anything. Increasing brightness. There it goes. Much better. This whole intro is the same as the movie? Yeah, it is. Which is pretty cool. And also, Harrison Ford looks exactly the same. Doc Ock and Indy working together. Ah, the spider, yeah, the spider scene. Oh god. Imagine that in real life.
Please, hurry.
Yeah, unfortunately, GTX GPUs cannot even launch the game.
Stop. Stay out of the light.
5068 gigabytes, oh please not. Please don't. Nvidia, please.
Forrestal.
Oh, cool, Homer.
You said he was very good.
It was. Just not good enough.
1080 Ti? No, the 1080 Ti won't run the game.
Guess
We
we'll
don't have
find out.
RT capabilities. Oops, I'm an idiot.
Crazy, senor.
Anything less than 8 GB of VRAM cannot launch the game. That's interesting. Well, it's in the requirements, but the 2060 is 6 gigs. So oh no, they put 2060 Super, my bad. The 2060 Super has 8 gigabytes. Básicamente, Juan. FPS in 1650, it didn't launch. Unfortunately. You can launch it with 6 gigabytes using a trick, but it doesn't know how it runs. Okay. I mean, when you have VRAM limited on a Vulkan game, by the way, this game is natively Vulkan,
That's what
it
scares me.
suffers heavily when it comes to performance. That's why hair is on low. What is disappointing is the draw distance of the textures.
That did it.
The question is, what happens if I just run? Yeah, let's run. Oh, okay. Okay, he doesn't survive more than 2. I gotcha.
That did it.
You can emulate RT, but does the game know that? Does the game know that the 1080 Ti can
That's
emulate RT? You can grab on the ledge to the side. What? No, let's do it like the incorrect way. You can survive more than one shot either. That's good.
Really?
Okay, I got to it. Can I grab it? Oh, I have to press tab, my bad. Just wait. Just like the movie. Run.
Give me the whip.
Yeah, no, he's not doing that. Probably the idol, son of a bitch. Scumbag Alfred Molina.
Adios, senor.
I'm seeing some artifacting. Although we're not using all the VRAM, luckily enough. I hope the door waits for me. You know how this goes. The guy betrays. Yeah, I mean, if you watch the movie, you totally expected that. Good. GG. How can I change? Yeah, I remember that. Creeped me out as a child. Hey,
Adios,
Ray, what's going on? Oh yeah.
America. It's all in America.
Can it crush me?
And I knew 10 years ago.
Yeah. It definitely can. That's what would happen to me if I was in that
It's all in
situation.
America.
Man, I knew 10 years ago.
I learned to hate you in the last 10 years. Well, where the hell were you? Damn it, don't you leave me down here by myself!
Oh. Oh, okay. He was just dreaming about the previous adventure. It's interesting because now I'm
Marcus.
considering, if you see the graphs here, the game says that we're CPU limited at the moment.
Labyrinth.
Is there any command to lower texture pool size? Probably, but I don't know about it. Is this based on the movie or the original plot? No, the first part is a homage to the first movie, and now he was just remembering in the dream. The rest is all an original story.
Devil.
That's what I heard. Hi there, the Crawling Chaos. How's it going? Marshall College, Connecticut.
Everywhere. Damn kids.
The game looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed.
Goodness.
Although the shadows are a bit disappointing. They're pretty low resolution.
Gotta be some.
There's shadow and texture popping, although we're at 8 gigabytes of VRAMs. Was kinda to be expected. But still. See that shadow in the middle? No, actually that shadow doesn't have that oh, never mind. Let me show you at the middle of the screen again. See that shadow? If I walk towards it, these are medium shadows. I'm matching what the Xbox Series X is doing, but still. Let's change the textures and shadows to the middle. The rest is ultra and there's no problem. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing, although on high, not on ultra. Also, I lowered the hair to lower the VRAM usage. Okay, that even happens on the highest shadow quality.
All right, pal. You can't.
Unless you have a 4090, you can do the path tracing. Where I have a 4090, so we're doing that in a later video today.
Who the
He's
hell are
giant. Whoa, he's huge. Although I'm pretty impressed with the RAM usage. Actually, I thought the RAM usage was going to be much higher. Our comments say you can run this game on a 2060 Super, which is 8 gigabytes.
Whatever you're up to, pal. It ends now. This is a museum.
This is a museum. You know, you can actually tell that this game was made by Machine Games just because of the impact of each hit. Each hit is like, dude, blah.
Is that the best you
It's insane.
Come catch it.
I love how impactful are the hits in Machine Games games. If you look at Wolfenstein, the Wolfenstein games. Okay, there's the title. Machine Games games, yeah. Whoa, are you okay, Gray?
Indiana?
Okay, he's awake. Oh, you cutie.
I'd wondered where you'd got to. What happened?
Yeah, Machine
Where did
Games
he
is
go?
pretty good also at animation and all
The
that.
giant.
When it comes to gameplay, I mean,
didn't see
it always
any
feels pretty
giant.
smooth.
I caught someone breaking into the museum. He was
Also, the
tall.
fact that this runs at 60 on
took
the
something.
Series X, especially the
you
Series
see his
S,
face?
despite the lower settings. I mean, props to them
Sorry.
for targeting 60s on a ray
Dark
tracing
skin.
only game.
Spoke some form of Latin.
That's pretty rare.
Latin? Well, that is a novelty.
I'm from Uruguay. Yeah, the kitty gives you 50 frames. 50
Come on,
frames more.
Marcus. We need to find
Yeah,
out
the
what
kitty.
he took.
Yes, righto. This display case has been ransacked. Is there anything missing?
Let's have a look.
Oh, look, a cat. What a
Ancient
coincidence.
Egyptian, obviously.
Egyptian.
Depiction of Bastet.
Not you, not you. Obviously, there will be a picture that matches. Probably here.
Exhibits are all over the floor.
The Bastet statue goes in the Egyptian section.
Looks right, indeed.
There's no other statue. Oh,
Ah, look at this. Ugaritic letters.
You get it. It must be from Rosh
Syria.
Hashanah in Syria.
God, I'm horrible with flags.
Duck one here. Right, Marcus?
Quite right.
Funerary
is-
mask, Brody.
Is that solid gold?
Wow. It belongs in a museum. What's up? You okay? We're having a conversation. Yes? Oh yeah, I did it right. First try.
Ah, well done, Indiana. So, is everything back?
What's going on?
Not quite.
What's wrong?
Or what's missing?
I think she wants to eat and go to sleep.
W 003.
While I'm swapping the other GPU, I'll take her for food.
Took the cat mummy, Marcus.
It's the first optimized next-gen game. Apparently,
But why?
I was expecting horrible performance, but so far so good. Yeah, the shadows. See, this is an issue.
The thief may have left a clue to their identity.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if we have the
keep
path
looking.
tracing thing, the real path tracing, is not going to be an issue. But path tracing requires 12 gigabytes according to the developers. Okay. So settings, I think I agree with Digital Foundry on this one. And we're going to do, let me see how high it can go. Yeah, slow, medium, high, ultra, very ultra, and supreme. Okay. Just for the memes, let's keep it on supreme for a second. Let's see if it includes path tracing. Maybe they hide the option if you don't have enough VRAM. DLSS Quality, Supreme settings. Yeah. Well, I have to restart the game actually for this to take effect. So let's do it very quickly. Luckily, since I'm skipping the intro with a command, path tracing does not show up unless you have a 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Oh, that sucks. Well, the 3060 we have is 12 gigabytes, so that's not an issue. Yeah, the Steam Deck can run it 20-ish FPS, but I don't know with the new patch. Yeah, no, it doesn't show up. Yeah, it doesn't have path tracing on this one. That's okay. I wasn't looking for it. So when it comes to settings, ultra, textures, let's put them on medium. Shadows, let's put them on ultra, whatever. Maybe on high to help on VRAM. GI, low should be good enough. Reflections, ultra should be fine according to Digital Foundry, but I'm going to put it on high just in case. Motion blur, I think I disabled it. Yeah, motion blur is disabled. Water, I'm just saving on VRAM. That's why I'm not putting everything else on ultra. Hair quality, I'll put it on low just because the hair still looks good, but it uses VRAM as well. And isotropic filtering, we can keep it on ultra. Vegetation animation on high, just a little bit more help for our system. And that's it. Those will be the settings with DLSS quality. Let me restart the game again, just in case, because there were a lot of changes. Shadows in mid. Maxes, okay, maximum in 8 GB of VRAM. Gotcha. Okay, so just like the Series X version. I got it. And you have 4 GB of VRAM, is that fine? Yeah, you should be fine. I didn't even heard of 14 GB of VRAM. Medium shadows. Okay.
I saw that smashed window down the corridor from your office.
Actually, now that I restarted the game, my frame rate went up quite significantly. Maybe now I nailed the settings better. This is high settings plus low hair, MGI, mid
Thieves
textures.
don't usually make appointments.
Not just the break-in. I thought you'd given up on the fertility idea.
Oh, okay, laptop
People
GPU
died for
4090 is
nothing,
14 gigs. Then it should be okay. Investigate the theft. Sure. But this seems to be fine. Hey, Himmel's Wolf 1. How's it going?
Doors were locked.
How did he get here?
Broken window. Maybe he got out the same way he came in.
Yeah, he was a superhero. He did a huge jump, put his
Marcus,
feet
help
on
me out
top
here.
of the wardrobe, and flew through the window, I guess. Yeah, I love that they use Vulkan and they don't force
Don't,
stuff like Unreal.
don't mention it.
I like also they swap to third person. Reminds me of the James Bond game. Although outside, I don't know why we get visuals like that. Yeah, texture quality
Huh.
at a very short distance, but outside,
Must have got caught when he left through the window.
maybe it's because I should be blinded by the light outside.
Good idea. Somebody sure went to a lot of trouble to steal a cat mummy.
Yeah, the outside looks horrible. In Steam, you get shader files like on Steam Deck since it's Vulkan. Cool.
That's the sigil
That should
of
be
the
for every game,
Vatican's
though,
secret
if you're on
archive,
Steam
if I'm not
OS.
mistaken.
This isn't just about a cat mummy, Marcus.
What are you going to do, Indiana?
Also, by the way, cutscenes are unskippable, which makes sense. But at the same time, they're being rendered in real time, and I
Only my
lock it
class
to
is
6
covered, of
FPS.
course.
Indiana,
Do you like the audio so far?
Choice.
So far, so good.
Maybe Kittredge?
It's a shame that this won't be in the Game Awards,
look.
because it released
Someone's
just
left
now.
you a gift.
a gift.
How long has that been in there?
Haven't opened this suitcase for a year. Not since Cairo.
Get I use 4070? Yeah, definitely.
You aren't going to... It's a beautiful journal, isn't it? Who's it from?
Oh, Marion.
Doesn't say.
Okay.
What are you packing? And just where are you planning on going?
Only the essentials.
Only the
This will be a
essentials.
nice gift.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. The pendant, definitely. Where's the whip?
You know, you can talk to me, Indiana, about Marion.
What else?
There's nothing to say, Marcus.
No gun.
She rang me. Did I tell you that? 2 months back, when you left for Siwa.
What else? Oh.
She was at her wit's end. I didn't know what to say.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, dude.
She had her mind.
That's satisfying. Where's the rest of the essentials? Toilet paper. Oh. I guess. Okay, it should be here. I'm missing something. What's the other essential that I need? Whip, pendant, music. Don't look at me like that. Cat mommy photograph. It's just a photograph. Hat, pistol, whip, and bag go. Ah, where's the hat? True. Although the cat thing. Where is it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm playing like a game journalist. On the wall? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Sorry. There it goes.
Was setting out on another fool.
Oh.
Though I must admit I am intrigued. Why would the Vatican want your
Nvidia
cat
won't
mummy?
release as 50, 68 gigabytes.
And there's only one way to find out.
You'd be
Now,
surprised.
Indiana, you can't travel to Italy. The college would never sanction leave for this. Not in the middle of mid.
The college doesn't care.
Marcus, what's done is done. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to the Siwa expedition, but it
It
was
would be
a
nice if he had at
once-in-a-lifetime
least 10
opportunity.
And
gigs.
when you got back, she wasn't there.
I mean, yeah, maybe could probably run on lower end GPUs that are not RT capable, but if the game enforces RT for everything, you're kinda SOL. The hat.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, the 10 series came out like 9 years ago,
Watch me.
or 10. I'm pretty sure the 5060 will be 8 gigabytes, which will be hilarious. But who knows, maybe due to this game, they changed their minds. Oh, the classic. Oh, I love that.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
Okay, we're going to the Vatican.
Vatican not safe. Stop. We'll wait for you at village steps. Stop. Subtlety is a virtue. Stop.
Do we have a
And
10 gigabytes card? Yeah, we have a 12 gigabytes, the 3060. I have the 12 gig version, which we're going to swap to right now. But the 3050, if you use DLSS quality, then everything on ultra or high, with low hair,
Should be on the other side.
GI, and textures on medium, you should be good. We seem to be CPU limited sometimes, which is interesting. Hi there. Machine Games does really know how to make impactful animations on combat. I mean, look at that.
And that's professor to you.
Yeah, a badass professor. Professor in the 1930s be like professors now. I'm kidding, professors are the best
There
sometimes.
we go.
Yeah, rest in pepperoni, 6 gigs of VRAM, I guess. Yeah. Although somebody will find a workaround to do lower quality textures, because if it runs on Series S with that total memory, yeah, with so little memory, probably somebody will find a way. Also, the global illumination is inferior, even on Series X, to the low setting on PC.
E il Papa ora è disposto a farci entrare? Come mai ha cambiato idea? Non hai sentito? Questo qui l'hanno proprio steso! Ti ha trovato!
Screw you. I'm playing on easy, by the way. I'm guessing that's why I'm not dying yet. Okay, let's go to the next card. So for 1080p, you should be good as long as you use DLSS. Just to have some room to spare. You don't need to use it 100%, but if you want to stay above 60 most of the time, seems to be good. This will be my settings. Medium textures, medium shadows. Again, we're VRAM on the limit of the VRAM. Low global illumination because it's very demanding. And it matches the Series X version. Reflections on high, seems to be fine. Because they are screen space, they are not ray traced. Global illumination is basically the lighting. Low hair for VRAM purposes. Texture filtering on ultra because it's not a problem. And that's basically it. There's also dynamic resolution if you want to use it. I wouldn't because quality DLSS seems to be fine. Also the resolution scale, the dynamic resolution is tied to TAA. I cannot do dynamic res without TAA. Let's see, if I use dynamic res. Okay, dynamic res is also an option, but I don't like how it looks. It looks very... yeah, it looks a little bit unstable in the distance. Is that cat real? Yeah, of course. It just fell asleep. But it's real, yeah. She's 56 days old. Oh, okay, when I'm looking here into distance, the dynamic res drops to 56%. Yeah, it drops pretty low here. Yeah, use DLSS. You might drop into the 50s sometimes, but you should be good. Let's do the 3060. It's a real kitten sleeping on your shoulder. Yeah. She won't like that I have to get up to change the GPU. Alright, this is a 12 gigabyte 3060. Yeah, you guys are right. In my opinion, the 8 gigabyte version is not worth buying. I mean, it's not only 8 gigabytes, the 3060, the 8 gigabyte version, it's a different GPU entirely. So, yeah. What's wrong? Llega un poco tarde, pero resumidas. Sí, corre bastante bien, pero necesitas una gráfica RTX. But it's that 12 gigabyte 3060. What's going on? Yeah, she doesn't recognize that I don't have ears. She's like, what's that thing on your head? She wants the 5060 12 gigs. Yeah, please do it for Gray. Nvidia, give us more than 8 gigabytes of VRAM on the 5060. Then 63 gigs F. Yeah, no, impossible. Impossible. Okay, let's launch it. 3068 gigs is like RTX 3055. Yeah, technically. My human pillow. Yeah. Watch Nvidia doing a VRAM compression thing with AI. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, the shaders are built like in 2 nanoseconds. Okay, we're on 1080. 1080. Let's go to the highest settings just to F around. We have 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Oh yeah, the reflections are on ultra here. No, I'm doing something there. Oh, here's full ray tracing. Path tracing, artisan shadows, reflections, indirect lighting. Okay, okay, I got you. Let's go DLAA. Supreme settings without full RT. Yes, yet. Let's first do the other resolutions, and then we'll do full RT. But we gotta restart the game for that. There's a slight stutter whenever the camera cuts in cutscenes. Yeah, I noticed that. Also, if I move the camera very quickly around.
Okay.
No path tracing yet. Alright. DLAA. Oh, this is so difficult. Being in an angle to not disturb the kitty. Okay, so you don't need supreme settings. Let's get that out of the way first.
Che cosa ci fai qui? Bel colpo,
Oh, I have a stamina bar. I just noticed. It's funny that in the subtitles they put fascist when he speaks. Path tracing only for 12 GB GPUs. But as you can see here on native 1080p on Supreme, which I think is a waste, really, we have 49 FPS. So let's... Okay, the texture pool size, let's keep it the same. And... let's see, medium global illumination. Okay, this is a big difference. Shadows. Okay, from ultra to high, we have a great boost. On medium, we have a small one. Let's keep it like that. Reflections, apparently doesn't make much of a difference. Volumetrics, the hair, maybe? Oh, the hair requires a restart. Okay. Anisotropic filtering, very ultra. Let me see if this requires a restart. Oh no, it doesn't. Cool. The path tracing doesn't require a restart. That's good. So if we're going... okay, maybe on Supreme textures, it's a little bit much. Let's put it on Ultra. Ultra textures. But I think shadows, we can actually push it a bit further and just use DLSS quality. So highest, let's put ultra to high, and that should do. Yeah. And let's enable DLSS quality. Or maybe, you know what? Since we are I don't like how TAA looks, but I think we can just do dynamic resolution with a 60 FPS target. The 3060 shouldn't have much of a problem doing that. And in the metrics, we can actually see the resolution, the changes in resolution in real time. Kit car, thanks. Dynamic, 60 FPS, ultra to high, settings, path tracing off. Okay. Yeah, dynamic resolution looks a bit soft, I'd say. We're dropping at, yeah, to like 50%.
I'm just a tourist, pal.
Bel colpo, eh?
Come on, attack me. There we go. I get it now.
And that's Professor to you.
It's not a car, it's a dog. It's clearly a dog, guys. Come on.
There we go.
You guys should know this. Because your game crashes on your 4056 gigs. Yeah, I mean, the minimum requirement is a 2060 Super because it's the lowest quote-unquote RTX card with 8 GB of VRAM.
Non capisco che cosa vuole Mussolini dal Vaticano. Pare stia cercando qualcosa. Non puoi.
Oops. Yeah, no stealth this time. Let's throw... Oh, I have a room? Sure. Brain damage engaged. Walk slowly backwards a flight just to drop them. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, hang on. There was a violin in the ground. Oh, yeah. This belongs in a museum, but that's okay.
Conta qualcosa?
Se ti ha reso migliore la nottata, direi di sì.
You won't use its full potential with 8 GB of VRAM? What do you mean? We're using...
That'll do
I
it.
think you're talking to somebody else. Oh, I thought it was more range.
Che succede? Che strano.
Let's hit him in the head. Don't bonk. Excuse me, sir.
That little guy packed a punch.
I also have my own shadow. I want to get to that daytime scene to try path tracing. This is the 12 GB card.
I want to take a pass on this.
Okay, I think she wants to go...
Ho sentito qualcosa.
Okay, never mind. She fell asleep again. By the way, I'm playing on easy. That's why there's no problems. The cat is so cute. Yeah, I agree.
Cosa?
On easy, they are absolutely useless.
Poor thing. Felt like a leaf.
Oh yeah, I forget I have a whip. Have you seen any Indiana Jones movie? Yeah, I saw the first. I actually saw. I think I saw all of them.
Even closer.
As a kid, my father told me to watch the first 3 films before the Shia LaBeouf one.
Nice view.
Then I saw that one and I was like, okay, I think the first 3 are amazing. Also, the former James Bond actor that passed away recently acted as the father of Indiana. So that's why I liked Uncharted so much, actually, because it was like Indiana Jones, but in video game form. Oh, food. Nice. Can I eat that?
Dal
This will look great with TPP. Oh, no, not the dog.
I gotta be your next meal, fella.
I'm sorry, doggy. Okay, the dog just runs away. Oh, thank God. I don't have to kill him. Yeah, don't worry. It's just a dog. I like how much impact the hand-to-hand combat has. Everyone's pretty good so far. The beginning of this level though, when I was looking into the distance, I mean at the entire map from the side, that's when it actually dropped the most. Then it was fine. When I was at the edge of the map and the entire map was being, I mean there was a wall in the middle, that's when it dropped the resolution, but so far it's stayed on 1080p across the board.
Interesting note.
But I will enable ray tracing, the path tracing better said, as soon as I get to a daytime scene in the Vatican. So don't worry, we're getting there. And the dog wants to go outside.
Take it easy.
Oh he dodged it, what the hell? That was awesome. Looks like Battlefield 5. Yeah, in a way I understand why you would draw that comparison. Also, I like that they don't speak like some Italianized English. They actually speak Italian.
Time to shine.
Yeah, the shadow pop-in is fixed by ray trace shadows. Yeah. Unfortunately, we need that. Okay. Max. What a dog. Hold up. Nope. Shut up. Don't call the other guards. There we go. Yeah, the dog. There's a guy in my shoulder. Don't tell me. What? There's a guy in my shoulder? What? What the hell? Nah, you're kidding me. There's no cat. Vatican City and other NPC areas are super CPU heavy. Gotcha. I will. Yeah, the Vatican part should be here at any moment, I'm pretty sure, because I'm getting into that place. Oh. A weapon. Oh, I think I just opened a shortcut. Okay. I got you. DLAA, sure. Let's swap to DLAA. At native, it says mostly on native. So far with the resolution scale. It's kind of a shame that with DLSS you cannot do dynamic res. It's tied to the TAA.
Another time, chum.
Yeah, the cat is also here. She wanted to see it. She was like, oh yeah, I want to see the Indiana Jones game. Oh, I forgot about the whip. Shovel to the face.
Sorry. Not much to write home about.
There it is. The village steps.
Yeah, here we're GPU bound actually. This part. I think quality DLSS should just fix that in those moments. Okay, this one knows what he's doing. No, it's not impossible to dodge. Hold up. Let's do DLSS quality. I think that'll make more sense. Because there are moments when it likes to drop like that. When there is vegetation involved. Haven't noticed a visual quality difference with DLSS quality and DLAA. That's the magic sometimes, DLSS. There we go. He's gone. Yeah, I think DLSS quality is what makes more sense. $3060 Ti, I don't have one.
Is that you?
Yes, Antonio. Okay, while this cutscene is playing, I'm going to let her
We have to make haste.
go
I just saw Father
pee,
Ventura with
eat,
a black shirt
and all
on his
that,
way to the castello.
because she also is falling asleep, and I don't want to bother her.
Ventura?
The dog is also a bit concerned, so one
that?
second, be right back.
I said, who is Father Ventura?
We call him the Man in Black.
sorry.
A friend of Mussolini.
So if you wanted to see her
Practically
closely,
runs the Vatican.
she's
now
grey.
that The Pope has taken ill.
Say bye-bye.
Shh.
Come on. She says bye-bye. Be right back.
A Benito serve altro per renderlo a proprio agio.
Il Duce non sarà mai a proprio agio dentro il Vaticano.
Capisco. Quando arriveranno i suoi ospiti?
Domani, se il vento è favorevole.
I can't hear them anymore.
I think they're gone.
Father Ventura opened the gates to the Vatican. Now the fascists are everywhere. Shameless.
Who's the guest they're waiting for?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. She went straight into the into the litter there, and she's pooping right now.
Almost there.
Oh, yeah, she's very cute. Also, good thing my dog loves her as well. He keeps kissing her,
We made
licking
it,
her.
Henri.
That's it.
I haven't heard that name
And
in a long
they
time.
even
How
they
many
even
years
sleep
has
next to
it
each
been?
other.
19.
What's the kitten's name?
Since
Gray.
The infirmary by the
Yeah, we're
piano.
very creative.
Those were dark times. Unbearable without a good friend at my side.
Very ultra supreme textures, also 10 gigabytes for you. Gotcha. Then we can maybe use supreme textures, unless we're doing ray tracing.
Hey, Antonio.
For me?
No, that's the latest humdinger out of New York City.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, if this takes place in the 30s,
Amigo mio.
we take for granted music nowadays.
I
I'm impressed that this game runs at 60 on Xbox Series S. Definitely. You know what that I like the most about this? Yeah, I have a 4090 on my main computer, whatever, but on my room... Oh, hang on, I'll mute the music. But on my room, I have a Series S. I got it to play GTA 6 once it releases. And you can actually, in the game, optionally, synchronize your cloud saves with the Xbox version, so you can continue where you left off on your Xbox. And if you play on the Xbox, you can continue on PC with the same save. That's something that PlayStation should put on Horizon Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War. Cross-saving, I love that. I'm sorry again about disabling audio right now. I just did it because copyright, probably. Okay, let's go outside so we can try path tracing. Yeah, the music is still playing, which is annoying because I disabled music. Ooh, food. There's a streamer mode. Let me check. Is it? I didn't see it. Font, FOV, camera shake, I don't want that. Although the game looks better with it. Contrast, MPC, Cindy, audio. Streamer mode. Oh, thank you guys. Set whether licensed music is removed from the game. Oh, thank God. I love when they do that. I haven't seen this option, so thanks for that. Although the music is still playing, let me restart the game very quickly. Vulkan is under 1% of games. Yeah, it's rare to see a Vulkan game, but I'm happy that they stick with id Tech instead of going to Unreal. I mean, I get all the support and all that for Unreal, but still. Yeah, it's hard to... It's insane that this, again, as I was talking about, that it runs on Series S at 60. Just the fact that they are making a ray tracing only game that runs at 60 even on Series S. Okay, I think the music is fine. Hopefully I don't get a problem with the music. We have streamer mode on. Let me quadruple check that. Yeah, it's on.
So what brings you to the Vatican, Indy?
I'm looking for someone.
You're just happy that since it's Vulkan, it's almost native on Linux. Yeah.
Well, there is Giovanni.
Well, I tried running this on Linux on Steam Deck. It was pretty funny. I didn't have graphics. Only the ground and Indy's beard
He stole
was rendering.
something from me, and I mean to find out why.
What did he steal?
Well,
Yeah.
a cat mummy. Very unusual. For
Okay,
where it was
gotcha.
found.
Augmented realism.
And the thief left behind his Vatican calling card.
Okay, let's try path tracing now that we're on daytime.
Connecting it. That seems a bit far-fetched, don't you think?
Let's see.
Can I see this calling card?
Here we go. Although first, if we see outside, we get 92 FPS. So we're basically into the hundreds at the moment. This doesn't have a reflection. So 100-ish FPS. Let's enable path tracing. It's a good time to do it. So we have medium, high, and full RT. Interesting. Okay. Okay, full RT will be all these being enabled at the same time. I gotcha. So full RT on. So we don't have presets. Full RT is in indirect lighting, reflections, sun shadows. High is no GI. Medium is only sun shadows. So for sun shadows, we get 60 something FPS instead of 90. With high, we drop into the upper 40s because we have reflections, and indirect lighting, it's a further 8 FPS. And let's put DLSS on performance, maybe. Okay, yeah, it's very, very expensive, but the rest of the settings, we can tweak them a bit later. Let's put this on quality just to see how it looks like.
May I see it?
Wow. That looks insane. The shadows are completely fixed now. Cool. Although there's a bit of ghosting on Indy when I move around.
Did you bring it with you?
I still can't see myself in the mirror though. In the glass. Not sure if that's on purpose. But dude, this looks so much better. What the hell?
May I see it?
Yeah, full ray tracing, full path tracing on the 4060, it won't allow us because we only have 8 gigabytes. Yeah, here's the orange, sir. Sorry, I was...
May I see?
What do you make of this?
So yeah, it's very, very,
Looks like
very
the
demanding
of the Vatican secret
with full ray tracing,
but there's
with full path
something
tracing,
different about it.
but
I'm
it does
sure
look
you will
very,
investigate this
very.
in-
Look, things don't add
Very
up. It's
accurate
driving
in
me
comparison.
crazy. There's more to that cat mummy, and I'm not letting that giant off the hook.
Well, the only giants
Yeah, I want to eat those as well.
from back in the 60s.
Yeah, this is on quality DLSS. Let's put it on performance and let's see if it's feasible on performance.
And a certain Father Crescenzo claimed
It's
that he was
still
seen a secret
a lot of
message
rays, so
inscribed in the oldest buildings of the Vatican.
imagine if this was
Said they
UE5.
referenced a group of
If this was
giants
UE5, we wouldn't even. The game would have crashed
hidden
already
in the holy
and
city.
stuttered all over the place.
But bear in mind that the Father Crescenzo was known mainly for one thing.
I'll probably just
Yeah,
keep
what's
the.
Stark raving
The shadows. I'll keep screen space reflections.
Let's get you dressed like you belong here.
I think that would be best because screen space reflections, in my opinion, are okay. I don't need glass to be perfect.
Now I remember.
But the shadows
I have
popping
seen it once before.
when you're not using ray traced,
Yes, in the
path traced shadows,
workshop.
that's what makes the difference, I would
Most
say.
likely nothing, but the judge
Indirect
say you
indirect
want to
lighting is also nice
It's a
to
lead
have it
worth
more
following.
accurately.
You can put
This
this
looks
on.
great. But for this card, realistically, for this card,
I hope they fit.
I'll probably just try and use those shadows. Just for performance reasons. Okay, I'm now playing Hitman. AMD card still wouldn't do well with RT in this game. I mean, it depends on which AMD card you have. If it's a Vulcan,
You should have become a man of the cloth.
I found another car.
when you switch DLSS settings, you need to go and change the AA to TAA and back to DLSS.
Everywhere.
Is that true? Holy hell. I think they fixed that bug though. No, I think they fixed that bug. And you can see that the shadows on the lenses, on the glasses,
Father Gallagher.
were pretty low
St.
res.
Joseph's
I'm
Spot.
guessing that's the performance DLSS
In America.
because it's a very low pixel count. Isn't that only for
You're here to
TAA?
help.
What do you mean?
Antonio, he's going deaf, he says. An old war wound, I'm told.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just here to serve God.
Oh, you mean DLAA?
Aren't we all?
Hang on. Let's get outside, see if we see any of those ray trace reflections,
Credo che il Santo Padre sarebbe in quanto
and we try to get 60 somehow.
se introducessimo individui discutibili nella sua città.
Naturalmente,
You're going to check the patch notes again? Gotcha. Thanks for the help, by the way.
He's a jolly fellow.
I having to switch from DLAA to TAA, then back so DLAA works. Gotcha.
If
Thanks
you
for the
need
heads
me, I
up.
will be here in my office.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put FSR, but in the patch
to the
notes
library.
they said that
if I can
FSR
find that
is
somewhere.
coming, so if we have FSR 3 frame gen, a lot of people would be fond of that because this card doesn't have the Nvidia frame gen. Although I'll go back to quality DLSS because that's affecting the quality of the ray tracing, it seems. But although as you guys said, let's switch to TAA and then go back. Okay, that resets it. Alright. So here performance, I wouldn't play at 30 FPS.
Santo, che male.
I'm not seeing any of those glass surfaces at the moment. Although, okay, this metal thing is reflecting indie. That's pretty cool, but that's very subtle. Search for the symbol. Here.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, I mean, what I like about this, apart from... Of course.
What have you found, Indy?
Secret entrance.
In my library? Where do you think it leads?
Only one way to find out.
I want to see more reflective
Too dark in
surfaces.
here.
Yeah, too dark, but they didn't give me a torch or
There's a
anything.
candle on the table you
Oh,
can use to light your way.
Candle.
Good thinking, Indy. Let's go inside.
All right, follow me.
Watch your step.
FSR FrameGen tends to use less VRAM. Yeah, definitely. And also, it doesn't require a 40 series RTX
careful.
card.
This is very exciting, Indy. My hands are shaking. I wonder who built this place and what it was for.
Whatever its purpose was.
Gigabyte cards
Abandoned
can't
for
even
centuries.
handle medium textures. I mean, depends on the on the resolution. If you're doing 1080p, 8GB cards can do medium textures.
Where are you going, Indy?
Let's see if there's another way past this gate.
Of course, I will.
Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. I wouldn't get in that water. This part now reminds me of Assassin's Creed 2 because it's also set in Italy.
Lay it open for you.
It's very dark. I think we need some
Oh, yeah.
light.
FrameGen probably with the mod should be okay. Although I wouldn't go very low with the upscaling on 1080p because the ray traced
Wasn't anything here.
shadows and all that are very pixelated in comparison. So does this water reflect something?
Who is this poor individual?
So far I've seen only one surface with full ray trace reflections.
Adesso la luce perpetua. Riposano in pace.
Father Crescenzo, perhaps. His writing certainly
What's
is
that on the table?
eccentric.
I have the candle. Of course.
What do we have here? You know, this might be a map of those inscriptions you talked about.
I fear this will lead you nowhere, Indy, but
Is it
if you
3050
can
test
bring
done?
us home
Yeah.
a photographic
It was
evidence
fine on 1080p quality, but full path tracing is not available due to the VRAM. The game doesn't allow
Some
you.
evidence.
And I get it,
You
look
got
at
a
the
camera I
VRAM
can use?
usage right now.
No, but speak to Ernesto.
FSR in 2025, well, 2025 is a couple weeks away, so kinda makes sense.
The lost and found section. Here is a very special key. It will give you
Oh,
access
thank
to
you.
places in the Vatican only priests are allowed. Do not
Excellent.
lose it, Indy.
I'll keep it safe.
I won't lose it. I have an inventory.
I have to organize a proper burial for this unfortunate soul.
Will you be testing new Intel GPUs in the near future? If they arrive to my country at any point, I probably will. They look exciting. Finally, the GPU market is interesting again. Okay, nobody noticed that this door was open.
Exciting discovery, my friend. Even though I have
Yeah, just speak alone.
I'm sure it will. One way or another.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing glass. Lots of glass doing things. I'm guessing I need the key. Yeah, of course. Nobody will notice. What are you doing? I'm looking for glass. Okay, that reflects. I gotcha.
A lot of secrets.
Okay, we're finally outside.
Must be some connection.
Oof.
Should see about that camera too.
Well, 11.5 gigabytes of VRAM usage, I wouldn't say it's insane with path tracing on. Although the reflections so far, maybe
The inscriptions answer what I was
let's see.
talking about.
Let's disable the reflections and see if they become screen space. They're RT reflections. So we have 37, and if I disable the RT reflections, I get 45.
I need a camera so I can bring you some hard evidence.
Yeah, I can see some extra... Yeah, it's very subtle. But I can see that now there is screen space. Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, I would say the reflections, you can skip them. At least so far. Then the global illumination, that's probably going to be a big hit. Indirect illumination. Let's see, 44 FPS. We get to 52. Okay, that's a big jump. And again, what I care about is the sun shadows. Full RT, only sun shadows. Although I can notice that the indirect lighting is different. But you get like 20 FPS more. Although to figure this out, let's look at the shadows if they pop in. So I have the shadows where? Oh, here. Okay, let's see those benches. Let's see if without the path trace shadows we get something like that. Okay, of course, without path tracing, it runs so much better.
Nice that you're all friends.
Oh, really? Just because I bolted? I bolted. 4060 is coming. Let me check very quickly this shadow thing that I'm talking about. Very quickly. Here it's not that obvious though. Oh, here. I had to look very closely. So let me show you. So here, if you can see the shadows here, it's just an example. They pop in. In some areas of the game is way more obvious. And if I enable those RT shadows,
This guy.
it doesn't happen. They are consistently good shadows. But you get a huge performance hit. Instead of getting hundreds, you get, well,
Damn.
you get 50s. You get half the frame rate. So, personally, I wouldn't use path tracing if I had a 3060. Just due to the fact that you don't get 60 frames even with upscaling. Let's try dynamic res. Let's see how much we lose with that. So full RT on, shadows only. And we're using dynamic resolution targeting 60.
Cool dance card, huh?
Okay. Very ultra, yeah. There's a very ultra setting. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the graph at the top right, it says RS. RS is resolution scale. It's at 50% right now. In order to hit 60s, it's doing that. Let's try whatever we can do to actually get it to 60. If we cannot, I mean, that's fine. Let's lower the textures a bit. Shadows to medium like the Series X version. Decal rendering is already very low, so let's keep it like that. Reflections, let's put them on high. It doesn't make much of a difference on performance. Water, let's lower it a little. Hair, let's completely lower it. And let's keep anisotropic filtering on very ultra. And let's keep it like this, but I don't think we can get 60s even with that. So let's restart the game and see what happens. No stone rolling today. I already went through that. Is the Series S version a miracle or what? Well, it sacrifices texture quality quite significantly, the Series S version. And the global illumination, even the base of it is lower than PC's lowest. So yeah. Yeah, you're not getting, I mean, we're at 50% 1080p with the dynamic resolution. So you're not hitting 60s even with the lowest path tracing option. Which in a way is a shame, but at the same time, I was expecting, even without path tracing, to get horrible performance. But if you enable everything on ray tracing, reflections, shadows, and indirect lighting, it's even more of a hit. I mean, the global illumination, you can notice it, indoors especially. The shadows, you can notice the non-popping thing.
Peace be with you, man.
But that's about it. So discards, full ray tracing, I wouldn't use it on discard. I'll just use what's coming with the game. Because you get a huge difference there. So when it comes to settings, the game will ask me to restart, obviously, but that's fine. We put it on Supreme Textures. We have 12 gigs. Shadows and Ultra should be fine. Global Illumination, let's put it on Medium. Reflections on Ultra, all this on the highest. The only thing we need to lower is GI, and the shadows, we can put them on high, actually. Then full ray tracing, avoid it, at least on this card. And DLSS, I recommend you do quality, actually. And that's basically it. It's almost... I mean, textures are on Supreme due to the VRAM. And you get something like this. In certain sections, it will drop into the 50s, voltage heavy areas, but that should be it. Yeah, I mean, you can wait for a few patches, although so far it's been a very smooth experience. I didn't have much of a problem playing it. Full RT off, ultra high, DLSS quality, and after this we're doing 1440p, but at 1440p I'll probably lower those textures. And there you go. For 1080p, I'll do something like this. Seems like RT is baked into the game in a way that limits lower settings. Maybe. It still looks good though. The thing is the pop-in, the shadow draw distance,
The Lord be with you, sister.
and the texture draw distance. Even on Supreme textures, some textures don't load properly. Is this the Game Pass version? Yes, but it's the same as the Steam version. But again, this still looks good with these settings, in my opinion. There's no mod to bypass the 12 GB limits with full RT. Yeah, I'm not doing that on the 4060, but maybe as an experiment. But enough 1080p, let's do 1440p. For that, unfortunately, I still need to restart the freaking game. It's annoying. Because it's not doing like exclusive full screen. Good thing the game saves often, and I can skip the logos at the beginning. The CPU usage is very, very high, yeah. That's kind of interesting, in my opinion. Oh, okay, the Game Pass version is limited to borderless. Okay, that makes sense then. So the Steam version has exclusive full screen. That's weird. Okay, so now we're doing 1440 with same settings as before, something like this. No full ray tracing, obviously. DLSS Quality, which internally is 960p, but it looks very, very good. And it's so much sharper. It's ridiculous. 1440p should be the minimum. It looks so much better. It's crazy. Yeah, that's very fast loading. That's because I added a command that allows you to... Hang on. Your disguise will not keep you safe. Stay low to avoid detection. Ha. Funny. Avoid detection. What does that even mean? So as I was saying, 1440p looks great, but again, the geometry draw distance is pretty damn low. And the shadow map draw distance as well. Of course they hurt me. Yeah, it runs really, really well, actually. Oops! I wanted to hit the wall, but that's okay. Oh, of course, I have a stamina bar. I keep forgetting. Damn, that hit. Don't mess with Indy with a stick. I'm playing on easy, by the way. Okay, anybody else? They'll be fine. Let me eat my bread. You try performance DLSS? Sure. Let me run away first. Oh, of course. Hold up. Sorry. Okay, and the dog gets scared. Good thing I don't have to kill dogs. That really bothered me in The Last of Us 2. Okay. Good thing they don't have guns. Yeah, full RT destroys your performance, but that's, again, that's to be expected. There's so many guards. It makes sense, but still. I don't have more food. You can't see me. Okay, at least now I have a weapon again. Whatever. Bonk. Gonna try full RT just for the lulz. I don't want the game to crash, so maybe later. But let me very quickly do performance DLSS, just to show you guys, because some of you asked me to do so. Performance DLSS, we jump from 86 to 105. Although it's in this section, not sure how it runs compared to the others. But still. This internally is 720, by the way, with these settings. I don't get it. What does it ask me to get up there? Oh, cool. Food. Food. The food in this game looks delicious, by the way. Look at this donut. Will they add FSR? Yes, sir. They said in the patch notes that in a future patch.
Non mi scappi, caro mio.
Poor thing.
He had a brush.
Felt like a leaf.
So I gotta get to the post office, but I'm not sure if I took the wrong turn. Can I hit him through the wall? I don't think I can. Oh, I see. Even 4090 and 84K res have below 60 max settings with path tracing. Well, yeah, to be expected. Path tracing is super demanding. But the game still has ray tracing without path tracing as an option, and that runs pretty well. But it was to be expected, really. I was expecting the game to run as bad as it runs with path tracing, but without path tracing. If that makes any sense. So gotta get up there. Ah, more donuts. Yes, please. The CPU usage is pretty high, though. These are friendlies? Yeah. Let's do 4K now. And we're keeping it on performance DLSS. Let me get out of the game super quick. Stuck in the same place. What do you mean? No, I'm just effing around. Don't worry. You think 3060 can run this game at 4K 60 with DLSS performance? Yeah, probably. That's probably a thing, yeah. Yeah, CPU usage should be okay with locked 60s. That shouldn't be a problem. Cyberpunk 2077's path tracing looks really good. I agree. And it's very demanding. But people do not care, it seems. Alright. So 4K. These settings. No path tracing at this resolution, obviously. Performance DLSS. Let's go. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, Khalil. Nah, but it runs really well. I was expecting way worse, honestly. Yeah, I'll turn on ray tracing. I already did, actually. Path tracing. Ray tracing is always going. Okay, sewers. So they're like mini open worlds. I gotcha. Feels like Hitman. Sorry about that, sir. Okay, now I have a hammer. Nobody can stop me. Yeah, glazed donut of the floor. Mmm, delicious. But it looks, wow, it looks so much sharper now, obviously, but still. Okay, guards, maybe respawn. Oh, I'm an idiot. It was just a matter of... Can I hit myself with a hammer? No, of course not. You're telling me you cannot use the web here? Fine. I'll do it correctly. Break, we find the guy. Oh, okay. I will. Yeah, usually in games like this, I really like to just explore. But there are many guys I knocked out. I'm guessing it's this gate. So my spatial orientation is completely effed up. Yeah, in this no Spider-Man. I keep forgetting. I'm too used to that. Break that. Break. Break. What do you mean break? You mean gate?
Wait a minute.
Hang on. Let me grab
Isn't
some
an
food.
excavation led by some British professor? Could be a lead.
Oh, okay, an optional objective. Yeah, I need to get up there. That's the thing. But I'm not seeing... I feel like a game journalist when I grab a game for the first time. Like this. On stream. I'm very distracted. But I want to swap to the 4060 to finish. There are specular reflections. It's not just mirror. Gotcha. Interesting. That makes sense then. Why it runs like it does with path tracing. It looks good. Let me get back super quick. I'm guessing this is the gate you were talking about. Where's key? Oh, the hammer. I took the hammer away. Oh, here it is. I probably can break this, right? Of course, yeah. Awesome. I like that. Lost artifact. Okay, that was a secret thing.
Best to keep it safe until I can return it to its proper home.
Yeah, when I play like a game journalist, it's because I try to speak and play at the same time. So that's not useful. That was a neat secret though. Oh, didn't update the description to 4K. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, all this time I swapped to 4K actually. Although I have a marker, why don't I just follow that marker? I have no idea. Maybe I can trick the game into letting me in like this. Yep. Sure.
That went easier than expected.
Not sure if that was intended, but it worked. Yeah, it's 11 gigabytes, but we're using the highest texture setting, so. So yeah. Does the game maybe have a VRAM leak? No, I don't think so. If you lower the texture setting, use as less VRAM. Yeah, the 4060 will probably crash at these settings.
Ah, an American. Yes, the fascists are... what is the word?
But right now, I think the 3060 12 gigs is a great card. Probably the best right now.
Yeah,
You gotta be mad buying a Gigabyte GPU. Yeah.
Antonio tells
Right
me
now,
you have
sure.
some special deals.
Antonio sent you?
Especially
Antonio is a lousy bum who cheats at cards.
Especially when we're talking about the new Intel GPU that has
Work
more than 8
something out.
gigabytes.
I only have one camera, and it is very
AMD CPU, NVIDIA
Quite
GPU?
small.
I would say so,
This
yeah.
big.
Depends on the
And
price,
you can
though.
take photos in color. Oh, so beautiful. You would need...
Yeah, I mean, DLSS is the
well,
best
it's very
feature,
expensive.
in my
More
opinion.
than you could afford.
Look, I need to take some pictures, and there's no other camera in this place. So what do you say?
Well,
Nice camera.
this is the price you pay. Now,
I just lowered a couple things to medium, but the rest is basically on the highest. Except in path tracing.
It's really that good, huh?
I don't have enough money. Let me steal.
For this very special camera, I need
Ah, everything is... Okay, this is just the store. I got you. Okay, before I continue, let's swap to the 4060. For the 4060, I want to start on 1080, obviously. But the settings are something like this. High to ultra, medium global illumination. But definitely, when using DLSS, I'll put it on DLAA. And I'll lower the textures from supreme to medium. Just because we're going to do an 8GB GPU. Yeah, can you believe that? Shadows probably will need to be on medium as well, but still. Been playing this on your 4090. Your room was 9 degrees hotter. I believe you. Especially with path tracing. Let's swap. After applying patch 1, your save just vanished. Are you playing the legit version or, you know, the quaked one? You already went to the USA? Yeah, I came back a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. I'm working on the Micro Center visit video. It was a dream. It was amazing. Oh yeah, 1,500 euros more for, yeah, to jump to a 4080 on a laptop. Yeah, classic laptop thing. ¿Qué dice Tasmasher? ¿Todo bien? Buen nombre, by the way. High Seas version, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is not the High Seas version, this is the Game Pass version, but yeah, I was asking him because his RAM, his save vanished apparently. I mean, that shouldn't happen because they get uploaded to the Xbox cloud. I went with the 1650 at the beginning and it refused to launch. (1080p) DLAA, high settings, medium textures, and let's see what happens. By the way, if you want to get into the game quicker, make sure to use the command to skip it. If you have the Game Pass version, put this at the end of your shortcut. Put a shortcut to the executable. Add this. It skips the logos and all that. And it gets right into the game in 2 nanoseconds. But let's see what happens. Also, I love that it builds the shaders very, very quickly. GG. Textures too low. If I'm doing 1440p, yeah. But I'm not. Alright, 1080p. Lower those textures to medium. Those shadows stay on high. I might put them on medium later. Depends on the resolution. Medium GI. The rest, this on ultra, usually doesn't make much of a difference. Hair, we're going to need to lower this when we are at 1440p. Because VRAM. DLAA, just to make sure. There's also frame gen, which is probably pointless here. And they don't allow you to use path tracing because of the VRAM. So it doesn't even show up, which is hilarious. And traversal stutter, there are some stutters here and there, but nothing that breaks the game like UE5.
One way or another.
It's pretty smooth.
Getting that camera.
It's surprisingly CPU intensive though. Buy the camera from Ernesto. Let's do this one. Maybe he has money. I'm the professor. And since I'm playing on easy, I think I can just knock him out. Oh, excuse me, sir. Oops. No, I want to grab the stick. I love that the other NPCs don't care. They're like, oh yeah. Oh, never mind. She ran away now. Ooh, that hurts. Let's eat a donut. Excuse me. I'm eating my donut. Ok. Y Task Manager debería funcionar. Tenés 8 GB de video.
One way or another, I'm getting that camera.
Padre.
Greetings, Father.
Greetings. I forgot that in this part I don't get detected for walking around. I mean, we're at the limit of the VRAM. We're using all of it on medium textures. I mean, this is something that will be an issue in the future, I think. But right now, we're not even using upscaling. Let's see what happens if I use upscaling. Yeah, I mean, just play with DLAA. Should be good. But it's it's just on the edge of using all the VRAM. You can see that with the shadow quality. Let's increase the GI. I mean, at this point, and I'm testing this part on purpose because the hair is not stranding. It's not strand hair. It's the classic, like, transparent texture. It looks very good though. So in this part with more NPCs, sometimes you need to lower the hair.
Bless you, Father.
Oh, we're good.
Damn. Need to get away.
What is DLAA? It's basically native resolution with DLSS as anti-aliasing. Does the hair use more VRAM? Yep, it does. It's okay though. Even on low, the hair looks fine. Card is only working 70%, then you are probably CPU limited. This game is pretty CPU intensive actually. I mean, look at my CPU usage at the left. So apart from being GPU intensive, it's pretty CPU intensive. More than I was expecting, honestly. But if you look into 60, it shouldn't be a problem. And if you're using ray tracing, well, good luck. Path tracing, better say.
From this one.
Sai cosa ci vorrebbe? Uno di quei cornetti da leccarsi I baffi dello chef Giovanni.
These are for someone who can use them.
Quell'inglese non smette di parlare del suo apprendista.
Dovremmo radunare una squadra.
Okay, they don't care I'm using a bottle. That's okay. Professor Savage.
What,
By the way, the 60... The cutscenes are locked at 60.
I recognize you from somewhere.
Father Gallagher, I'm just visiting.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah.
Professor Savage.
Bloody Ventura and his black shirts.
The CPU is in the description.
Kidnapped my dear apprentice Sidney.
Also, it's up here.
And ruined my
Under the
excavation
graph.
of the Apostolic Palace. Now the whole project had to be put on hold. We were on the verge of a breakthrough when
What kind of breakthrough?
Oh.
There's the game in 8 GB of RAM if it works. 8 GB of RAM.
Stone fragment.
It's using 12 gigabytes.
Piece of a Roman tomb, I think.
The VRAM at 8 gigs on 1080p, it's okay with medium textures. The thing is, when you go to 1440p, which is a pretty common resolution nowadays, I'd say.
LAPSOANGE.
Let's
I couldn't make out. Sorry?
Are you streaming with another PC? Yes, so we avoid a performance hit. So we're using a capture card on a separate PC to avoid a performance hit. So this is exactly how we run.
Say, where is this stone fragment? I'd like to take a look.
I don't know. My apprentice, Sidney, tried to retrieve it, as it were, from the black shirts. So they locked
You have a
him up in their
5700X and it's working
You might know
70%.
where it is now, but
That's insane.
they won't let me see him.
Let me see if I can get him back for you. Huh?
Oh, thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father.
Don't mention it.
His mother would kill me if she found out.
I go to the
Okay.
library once Sydney is back.
1080p appears to be fine. Let me see if I can reload a previous save. Oh, I have okay, multiple slots. Awesome. Let's start a new one. I want to see the jungle at 1080p. Let's see what happens. Oh, I can skip them now. Gotcha. Yeah, the jungle is still fine. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, the patch did come out, but if you don't have 12 gigs of VRAM, the game doesn't allow you. 1440p, we're lowering the hair to low. We gotta restart the game for that though. So 1440p with DLAA, and we gotta... Oh, I didn't apply the settings. Hold on. There it goes. Yeah. And I gotta quit the game because I changed some settings. Well, I don't have full screen for some reason. If the 4060 can run it like this, it's not the worst case I've seen. Yeah, I mean, the game runs way better than I anticipated after seeing the requirements. With the requirements, I was pretty scared. I was like... But no, actually, it runs at 60 even on the console. So as long as you don't use path tracing, you should be good. And the game already has ray tracing built in. It's a requirement. So whether you like it or not, you're using ray tracing, but the path tracing is a way more complex version of it, to say it in some way. 1440p, medium textures, the rest like this. I lower hair for VRAM, DLAA, so this is native. Frame gen, I haven't enabled it yet because I don't think it's needed at the moment. That's going to use VRAM though, so it's kind of pointless, but still. So at native 1440p, I'll start using upscaling. Maybe quality DLSS. I don't think we even need balanced on this one. So, yeah, DLSS quality should do it. And there it goes. Quality, high settings, medium textures. And in the jungle, we're fine. So let's jump back into the Vatican. I just wanted to double check those thick jungles. You got 50s on 4080S, 4K DLSS quality, full ultra, full RT, good. Yeah, it makes sense. If you're using full RT is less than half the frame rate of this one, so I would use probably performance DLSS if you're at 4K. On that card even. Full RT is super demanding. By the way guys, I already said this, but I'm asking again. Do you want me to try this later today on a 4090? I have a 4090 and a 14900K. No, not bragging, of course, just asking. I can do full RT, I can do 4K, I can do whatever you guys want. You have unused adventure points. Yeah, well, we talked to this man. I can skip. Cool. Thank you. The game already knows I went through it.
It's safe there.
That content is a lot more common on YouTube. Yeah, but it's optional. I'm saying like just to have it. But on VRAM, as long as our hair in this section is fine. Can you do 64K? Not yet. Maybe in a future video. Okay, he didn't hear me grabbing all this food. That's okay. That apple looks delicious, but I cannot grab it. I can throw a donut at the guard.
Take it easy. You seem pretty flimsy.
Can you notice a difference with texture streaming pool? I mean, the draw distance of the textures. That's the biggest difference, I would say.
I wonder what's going on in there.
Brawler 1. Sure.
Might be something I could pick up from this.
Okay, he didn't. Oh, a gun. Oh, Jesus. Oof. No, not the dog. I won't shoot the dog. Like that. Okay, this one is out of ammo. Oops. You're starting to feel bad about them? Yeah, I'm probably giving them brain damage. 1080p DLSS quality later? Yeah, sure. But 1440p I think is very impressive on this card. Even if I have to use DLSS quality to maintain 60.
No fooling this guy.
Yeah, people getting shot in the head. Yeah, I mean, there's no dismemberment or anything like that, but you're hitting enemies with a shovel in the head multiple times. And fistfights hitting them in the head. And that logic is always flawed. But that's okay. Whatever. Oh, money. Do I have enough to buy the camera now? No, I don't. Just like in real life. I love that you can steal. I still need 100. I mean, look at this. This is what I was talking about, the violence.
That'll do it.
That sound, man. It's very satisfying. Okay, it only opens from the other side. Ah, that's not a problem. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that will give you a concussion, definitely. Oof. More money. Come on, hit me. I cannot wait to play this on the highest difficulty. Guitar to the face! The right note.
Crucifixion. Where are you, Sydney?
Been a pleasure, Slim.
There we go. This is the jail cell.
Kid.
What's your favorite video game? I have a lot of them. I'll say Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, Dark Souls 1. Those are the first one that come to mind. Max Payne 3, I really like it.
That really hurt.
Oh, sir, I didn't mean to, please. Wait. You're not one of them black shirts.
You can punch NPCs with the gun too. Oh yeah, when you run out of ammo.
They could hear us.
Hi, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, Dishonored vibes as well. I agree on that one.
I need to know where they
Here I'm playing on easy and just speed running.
I didn't see, sir. One of them took it.
Oh yeah.
They called him, Giuseppe. Aye, Giuseppe. 10 to 1 you'll find him at the excavation site.
Hogwarts Legacy, that's pretty good as well.
Alright, the way out is clear.
Which game should you play
You
first?
get to Savage without anyone else
Oh,
seeing
on
you,
PS5?
Oh, like a ferret down a rabbit hole, sir.
Red Dead 2 is pretty good. I'll play Red Dead 1. Well, Red Dead 1 I'll play it after Red Dead 2, actually. Okay. So 1440p is fine with that quality DLSS. What about 4K? We gotta restart the game though. Yeah, at 4K will shit its pants. With the VRAM. And the shadows on high. Oh my god. But I gotta restart the game anyway. As you can see, as soon as I went to 4K, it hard locked to 15 FPS. That's clearly a VRAM limitation. But I still needed to change that my desktop resolution. Most obscure unknown game you played? Obscure game, that's a good question. There's a PS1 game called Team Buddies that is, it looks like Among Us in a way when it comes to the characters. They're like capsuled characters with colors that you have to mix boxes to make weapons. It's called Team Buddies. Maybe that's the obscure game. Okay, now we're at 4K. DLSS performance. High settings, medium textures, shadows, and hair. So 4K. Oh, sorry, low textures. My bad. Medium shadows and hair. And we're at the limit of the VRAM over here. And hair on low to help on VRAM as well. DLSS performance. And at the moment, no frame gen. How much did Uncharted improve since PC launch? It hasn't changed much, really. Well, what changed the most was the time it took to compile shaders, which is a huge plus. That game took forever.
Poor kid. Must have been terrified.
Yeah, but as you can see already, the frame time is having problems. Let me lower the global illumination. Yeah, the VRAM needs help. Then reflections, let's keep that the same. Okay, this is lowered. So the things that use VRAM are GI, shadows, and texture pool size. Oops. Medium textures, GI, and hair. Yeah, but still. Where was I going? Oh yeah. Thank you for the stick.
Another time, chum.
But I like this. This is kind of a mini open world. Although, as you can see, when I move the camera, there's some weird frame time. That's no coincidence. I think that's the VRAM speaking, saying like, please help. Yeah, I'm killing half the Italian population. That's right, it's Indiana Jones. At the ledge, thank you. Come on, move. Really, you cannot continue along the ledge? Fine. And I'll take what I can.
Okay.
Yeah, but the frame times are horrible. It slows down. Not sure if you guys can see it in the graph. Other than that, we're good. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a fast travel spot. Okay. Interesting. I can choose where to go. But see those frame times? That's probably VRAM related. I'm going to lower global illumination even further. Just to help the VRAM a little bit. Okay.
Damn.
I think that fixed it. So low textures, GI. Ooh. I was just looking at a book, sir. That's okay. Is the SSD mandatory? Not sure. Probably. But this game is huge when it comes to this space. It seems that the low global illumination fixed the problem. Okay, I don't have enough money yet for the camera. That's fine. Yeah, still we get those weird spikes in the frame time. but less than before. But again, you probably not have this card for 4K. Runs better than I anticipated. Yeah, hard drive in 2024. Maybe they have a small SSD, but still, SSDs are super cheap.
Somewhere they can help.
But I get that this game is 150 gigs. So, well, if you don't install the high resolution textures, you save like 50 gigabytes, I think. You have that advantage. Now I need a parachute. This probably, with path tracing, has reflections. We'll see. Once I test the 4090. Oh yeah, if you don't play any new games, but still, at least your boot drive. Oh, Kitty! Can I pet her? Or him? That's funny. Oh, I cannot pet the cat. The cat. Come on. Why? Okay, unplayable. Cannot pet the cat. 1 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. Let me see if I can if I can jump into that lamp and descend quickly. It works. GG. Speedrunner tactic. You had the same frustration? Yeah. Take pictures? Oops. I will. I don't have a camera for that yet. Yeah, I feel betrayed as well. If there's animals, dogs and cats, you had to make sure A, that you cannot kill them, and B, that you can pet them. So I appreciate the fact that the dogs, when they attack you and you attack them back, they don't die. They just get scared and run away. That was a nice touch. I just look at the 3060, that cat is so cute, what the hell. Yeah, I adopted her like a week and a day ago. 5 years later. Remember those times when games were 150 gigs? I remember. Only 150, we'll say, at that point. I remember the first time I downloaded Max Payne 3. It was, I think, 26 gigs. And I was like, man, that game is huge. What is her name? Gray. Yeah, but that time 400 plus. Yeah, they better optimize storage for games. Can I do the Assassin's Creed takedown? Apparently not. Medicine bottle.
Sorry. Not much to write home about.
Let's see if I can drop him off the ledge. Let's scare the priests. Drop the body. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. He didn't even care. Does the DLSS performance look good? At 4K? Definitely, yeah. It looks very sharp. It looks way better than native 1080p, obviously. But still, yeah. If you're playing at 4K, definitely performance DLSS looks pretty good. At least on this game. And why am I not doing full path tracing on this card? Because it's not available. You need a mod for that. And already, the game without path tracing feels the VRAM, even at 1080p.
Grace, man.
With path tracing, I was like at 12 gigabytes, like from the get-go. Okay, gotta get up there. Ah, whatever. I should have gotten up. But I love the fast traveling thing that you can do here. That was pretty interesting. Nice touch.
Full dance card, huh?
See, I cannot attack the dog. The dog attacks you, and once you get released, he just gets scared and runs away. Okay. So I think I showed you enough. I might do a 4090 stream later after doing the Steam Deck. We'll see. But at the moment, 4K on this card. You can do it, but you need to lower the textures to low, the shadows to medium, and the GI to low in order for the frame times to be consistent. Otherwise, and the hair on low. Otherwise, you'll get some weird spikes in the frame time every once in a while that are pretty annoying. But again, and lowering this didn't seem to make much of a difference. But if you're doing either 1440p or 1080p on this card, as long as you keep textures on medium, you should be good. But you can do even 4K with performance DLSS, and you're at 60 frames. This is a more open environment. Now I'm going to show you super quick the beginning of the game. That is based on the first movie. What version of Nvidia you have? It's at the top right corner. It's the driver 566.36. I think it's the latest one. I installed it yesterday. But I will try it on Steam Deck just because I can do it. I don't have an Ally X, unfortunately. And since I already went through this part before, it allows me to skip the cutscenes, which is a nice plus. So as you can see, low shadows, it's already looking rough when it comes to shadow draw distance. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's close. Crysis 2 Remaster looks better. It's completely different, really, visually speaking. Crysis 2 Remaster looks great, but it still looks like an older game. I really did love what they did with that remaster of that one. The ray tracing on Crysis 2 Remastered has no business looking that good. But you can notice that it's an older game. And the maps are much smaller. But when it comes to visuals, they look very different. The other Crysis 2 is more like a futuristic thing. This tries to mimic the movie, in a way. Yeah, RT shadows are the best ones, definitely. I tried them today on the 3060 that has enough VRAM for that. And they look pretty damn good, but they had a huge performance hit, which makes sense. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did streaming it. I wasn't super excited for this game. My only excitement that I had was because it was a Machine Games game. Usually those are amazing. When I saw the requirements, I was like, okay, this is going to run like absolute garbage. Well, that's not the case unless you use path tracing, but that's to be expected. It's a very taxing feature. Unfortunately, you need a ray tracing capable card to even launch the game, because the game already has ray tracing going on, a less strong version. But when it comes to performance, I'm pretty surprised. Machine Games delivers, the game is pretty fun, I like the gameplay, the impact of the combat is pretty cool. I just wish we had better draw distance of geometry and shadows without going full path tracing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to keep playing it, actually. I will play it also on the Steam Deck. It's probably going to be a mess, but due to the VRAM amount, uses a lot of VRAM. But I'm very satisfied with the performance. I'm pretty impressed. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Bye guys. Thank you.